When I acquired this fragile antique bonnet, despite extensive damage to the silk fabric cover, I appreciated its value as an artifact for the study of 19th century bonnet construction. I'm Rachel, and welcome to my channel, La Bricoleuse, where I share techniques and advice from almost 30 years working as a costume craftsperson.
Let's look at this simple yet extraordinary hat. These fashion plates illustrate styles with similar shapes appearing in Paris, France around 1820. This 1840s American mourning bonnet at the Metropolitan Museum of Art is also similar, although deeper crowned than my bonnet, of which all I know is that it was found in storage in North Carolina in the early 21st century.
Could it be 200 years old? I'm not a fashion historian, but I am a theatrical milliner, familiar with the construction of various bonnet styles, primarily from making them for stage adaptations of Jane Austen novels. The date on this bonnet is complete conjecture, and if you have expertise to offer, please comment. I'd love to hear what you think.
The bonnet has a deep brim, both covered and lined in a thin silk fabric, and the dome of the crown features generous pleats to allow for its curvature. The capacity of the dome is small enough that it probably accommodated a hairstyle rather than the back of the wearer's head. The brim lining is smooth, not ruched or pleated, and it's speckled with tiny holes, likely from insect damage. The bonnet is entirely hand-stitched, including the seams and rolled hem of the bavalet, the ruffle that shades the nape of the neck. Note that the milliner did not match the thread color to the fabric,
which may indicate a domestic maker of this bonnet rather than a professional milliner. If this bonnet was constructed by a creative woman determined to make herself a fashionable new hat, she was talented and skilled.
Although perhaps without the means to purchase a spool of matching thread in addition to the silk and ribbons for this project. The foundation of the crown over which the pleats lay is constructed of stiff buckram strips which end in loops. These double as anchors for hairpins to secure the bonnet to the wearer's head. Wire stabilizes the foundation around the crown opening and the edge of the brim. Here's a diagram of the wire placement in the bonnet's foundation. The wire around the base of the crown is encased in a folded bias strip of buckram, which also points to a domestic milliner.
A professional bonnet maker would have likely used French elastic, a specialty millinery notion used to cover support wires that provides a substrate to which the cover fabric can be stitched. A domestic maker without the means to buy matching thread might have elected to encase the bonnet's wires in the same buckram of the crown foundation.
The picot-edged goldenrod ribbons, which would tie under the chin, are sewn under the band around the base of the crown and pass beneath the bavalet to hang free from the brim edge. A small ornament made from the same goldenrod ribbon as the ties decorates the center back of the bonnet crown. Torn stitches at the brim edge allow me to observe that the foundation is made from pasteboard, essentially thin cardstock.
Artifacts like this bonnet can illustrate details about the construction of historic garments and accessories. At the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where I teach in the Costume Production Master's Program, we have access to a study collection of historical garments, which is linked in the description to this video. Our students document and digitize them for study and reproduction by dress historians and costumers worldwide. Thank you for sharing the inspection of this fantastic antique bonnet with me. Please leave a comment with your thoughts on its age, elements of construction, and the use of artifacts like this in the study of material culture. To learn about how bonnets for performance are made differently from historical bonnets like this one, check out this video.